It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35. Yard line right around the 36. At their own 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott looking middle, and it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw is Prescott. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 42.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Rush in. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Alert flare. Check 26.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Elliott.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Get wide. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Prescott on 1st down. Completes it to Jason Witten. 25 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out to Roberts here on the quick pass. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check. Check play ball. He's checking. He's checking. Crash.
From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. All day, baby, all day. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Let's get the ball.
Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 55. Check 55 to Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 52.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
6, count. 47. Lucky. Swear to earth. 26.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Uses the stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Check 50. You got tight.
I'm with Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Check. Kill. They were going to 53. 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Forbath descended away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and quarterback.
Been such an impressive 1st half to get that lead. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Jackson from the shotgun. Letting one go deep for Roberts. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
You ever get tired of seeing me? Slam, go. Check 4.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Ravens. 59 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brings up second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
From the 16, Jackson dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sean Lee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check 31.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Shift. Spot. No.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 49 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. 4 men the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Gets fielded in the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Jackson now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
46, 48, 48 Mike. Man, I got you. See, we're going to 54. Why ain't?
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Man, I got you.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you. Ball try. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, check. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. He's going deep for... This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards. From the gun, Jackson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The sack by Robert Quinn. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson operating from the gun. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. On the ball. Hey, check Mike.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DeMarcus Lawrence. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Everybody, get him.
Throwing here, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
36. Line 36. We're going to 53. Check safety, check safety. Gun. We got motion. Back up. Watch 36.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
After the sack on first down, Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal. We just saw him do it right there.
Got his man there complete to Gallup, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one. They'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
I'm trying to collect. Check three. Clean. Whip. That's it. Watch the whip.
One last shot for Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're
handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural,
yeah, but I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best